Hi there, my name is Megan Schiffner and you are watching Follow Meg on YouTube. So I am a mother of a little 4-year-old boy and about to have a little girl in about 2 weeks. And I just wanted to make a quick video answering the question, how do you clean a potty chair? Now, I try to be pretty fastidious about cleaning my son's little potty chair. We have this one right here, super cute little white potty chair by Summer. You push the button, it flushes, super cute. But the problem is I don't always remember to empty it because my son has a really small room. And so I was looking all over the internet trying to find, like, how do you clean this thing so that you're not like sitting there elbows deep in a filthy, yucky little toilet bowl scrubbing or using, bleach or harsh chemicals or something like that. I couldn't find anything anywhere. And so when I finally found what works, I wanted to share that with all of you. Now, I have to give you a little caveat that when I'm showing you this demo on how to do this, it's a little bit gross because I've intentionally let it get gross, like leaving urine in it all day for about a week. And so please forgive me for that, but I just wanted, for the sake of this illustration, to show you how, basically urine has like calcium in it, it calcifies, it gets really gross, and it doesn't want to come off easily, even if you do use some kind of a bleach-based product. So this is the best method that I have found. So you don't really have to do much scrubbing at all, which is really great. And you're using all natural products. Pretty much the number one best component working in your favor is just time. So I'm going to show you this really quick. Please again forgive how gross it is, and I'm going to show you how stuck on this gross stuff is and what we have to work with. Okay, so like I said, I've allowed this little pea pot in here to get really, really gross for the sake of showing you this demonstration. And I normally wouldn't let it get this bad. It would just be like, oh shoot, I let 6 hours go by and I forgot to empty it first thing in the morning. Or he uses it sometime during the day instead of the big potty chair and I forgot to empty it or didn't know to empty it. So this is a really extreme example of just like as is. I'm going to take a second to clean it and show you just how much of this is just not coming off. Okay, so after about 2 minutes of scrubbing really hard with this adhesive scrubby sponge, this is what we still have left. You can see it is really nasty, and I really wanted to make the point because we've all seen those commercials where they're like, oh, look at how dirty this is, but then you can rinse it off with water and it's not a really clear, good demo. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to use to clean this. You probably already have both of these things in your house. So the first one is just plain distilled white vinegar, and the other one is just real lemon juice. Okay, so some of you are going to really freak out when I don't give you specific amounts to put in, and the reason is that you're just doing this to cover. So I'm just going to pour a little bit of vinegar into this little basin down here. Basically just enough to cover all of the stains. And that's just the white vinegar. Sorry, I'm trying to do the filming of this one-handed while I open and pour. And then I'm just going to add some lemon juice. And I'm going to do probably 3 good squirts. I probably wouldn't even normally use that much, but just for the sake of the argument. And then if you see me kind of shimmying it, you can see how much extra liquid there is in there. So it is about 10 o'clock in the morning. All I'm going to do is I'm going to let this sit all day. I'll check in at periodical times and tell you how much time has elapsed. And then we'll see how well it cleans and strips that calcium off of there. Okay, so I'm checking on this 4 hours later. It was actually 11 o'clock when I first started. And this is no scrubbing. You can see how it's loosening up stuff, and the liquid has obviously turned quite yellow. So let me, sorry, my 4-year-old's right here. We do a little scrubbing and then show you what we have from there. Okay, so I literally just sat here with this sponge and just did like a 1 minute kind of light scrub, and you can see that a lot of that has come off. So again, this is kind of the lazy mama's way of cleaning. I am just going to let that sit for a little bit longer. I know it doesn't look real pretty. A lot of it is either the yellow from the lemon juice, or it is just because of all the griminess that was stuck there. So we will check in again in a couple more hours. Okay, so here we are. It is now 6 o'clock. I started at 11 o'clock by just pouring in the vinegar and the lemon juice. And I'm actually really sorry I didn't wait and show you. There was basically just like a little yellow line around it. I dumped everything out. I used my little white sponge, and not like a, this is just from IKEA. It's got a real abrasive side on it. Again, probably scrubbed for about a minute. So this is, I can see one spot I missed right there. But this is basically cleaning this by just pouring in the white vinegar and the lemon juice and then letting it sit for about 7 hours. And I think I scrubbed a total of maybe 3 minutes of just kind of light to medium exertion. And that is all clean and ready to go. So we have the clean little insert. And then you can obviously just wipe the rest of this down. And put the little bowl back in. And that is all good to go. I'm ready to use. So there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it makes your life so much easier. I think the most complicated part is just sitting and waiting. And if you have a little one who really likes using the potty chair versus the toilet during the day, like mine does for number twos, that can be a little bit challenging. But as for logistics, if any of you really want to know how much of what to add, I would say a cup to a cup and a half of white vinegar, just like super basic white vinegar, and then maybe a quarter to a third of a cup of lemon juice. The acids in the vinegar and the lemon juice work on the calcium, and they just kind of counteract each other, so it's really great. So I hope that's helpful. Hopefully that meets a need. I know it met a need of mine. And if you guys like this video, would you please take a second to hit the like button and subscribe, and maybe even request other things that you might need some help with. All right, thanks so much for watching Follow Beg. Enjoy.